So 3 videos in a row that I talked about how you can project yourself in something that you desire and then allow it to materialize around you, to transform your reality. And it actually is going to form around you so that what you have seen in your imagination is becoming your reality. So I'm going to link these 2 videos in the description box below so you can watch them. I exactly explain how I did this with the dream job, with the flat in front of the sea. And I think, yeah, with the physical situation that I had, which was inherited gum inflammation, which I completely rewrote their reality. I did this with other chronic illnesses as well, and I'm going to share this with you. But today I want to really talk about how I manifested in less than 2 weeks a house in France. And all of these creations have one kind of secret ingredient in them, which without that is not going to work. And that is so easy, yet everybody's tripping on them, myself included. So many times it just came out of nowhere. Many times, free traveling to the USA, free traveling to Thailand. So these experiences came out of nowhere, but I was never able to really pinpoint where or what am I doing differently when things are showing up out of nowhere and what I'm doing when they are not showing up. And this is it. This video is about that secret ingredient. I was really going back and watch all, kind of rewind and watch back in my mind all these situations, especially the moments where I actually created them, and then the moments they materialized. And I was really kind of like Sherlock Holmes mode, and really like watching what I was doing, when I was doing it. And I explained this in the last video with 3 different stories that I created. And actually, they're always the same. Now, here we go. Today, I'm going to share the one with you with how I manifested the house in France. And before, though, if you are new to my channel and you don't know me, hi, my name is Agnes. And I am here to help you to have that, oh my God, and to be able to transform your reality in no time. If you want to be part of the community that I am creating, it's called 5D Manifesting Circle. You have the opportunity to talk to me. You have the opportunity to ask me any question. I'm doing Zoom lives every week. I'm going to start doing more every week so I can accommodate more people, and it's just the results are absolutely amazing just because you realize that there's nothing outside of you. The moment you understand that everything is your creation, the moment you understand that you are awareness, you are pure awareness, you are pure consciousness who is imagining itself into these realities, into these experiences, into a human body, having and experiencing these different stories, then you have your power. I mean, you can create anything you desire. So I'm going to also put all those in the description box below if you're interested in, you want to check it out. Also, I am doing one-on-one coaching where obviously things are going even faster than that because I have my all and full attention on you. So with that said, here we go. So last year I was living in France, which again was one of my dreams. Because a few years before I went to a road trip, 2 years consecutively to France, and for 1 month, just traveling by car around and going in the camper van. It was just one of the dreams that I had. And while I was doing this road trip, I really had many times this feeling of I would love to stay here for longer, not just for 3 weeks or a month, but really be able to stay in one place and then discover all the areas, and then just go to another place and then stay there and discover all the areas. So this is what I did last year. I met a friend in Mallorca where we were living 2 years ago, and she and I decided to leave the island because we just didn't feel like we have anything to do there anymore. And then we didn't know where to go. And I came back to Budapest and she went back to Holland, where she is from. And then we were keep talking, like we just don't feel like you want to stay. So let's just go to another place. So we decided to go together to France and have this experience of house hopping. Basically, it's like Airbnb hopping, and we were going every month to a different place, kind of just pointing with our fingers on the map and like, how about this place? And it was just so amazing. Now, one of these, I think we were at the second house. So this was the second month. So we went in January last year, and then it was in February, and we were in the second house that we have chosen. It was a beautiful village. And I remember the day when we were walking through the village, kind of discovering like, where are we? We didn't know anything about the place because basically we have chosen based on a map on Airbnb. So we're just walking down the street, and all of a sudden, like, of course, we are in a very amazing mood. We are like, oh, this is so beautiful place. And then on the corner, there is a beautiful house with the stone walls. And it's like the sun was shining exactly to the house. And then there were like beautiful trees around. And we're just coming down the road, the main road from the village. And I just say to my friend Alice, Alice, now I could really imagine myself living in that house. And that's it. I didn't think about it anymore. I didn't talk about it anymore. We just walked down and we went home. Now, one day before we had to leave our Airbnb, we had to look for another place to go. And we were keep looking. Nothing was really showing up. Nothing was really what we really would have liked. And I remember Alice asking me, why you are not stressed? Like tomorrow at 11 o'clock, we need to move out. And we have to put all our stuff in this van. And we have to find another place by tomorrow, 11 o'clock. And I said to her, I don't know, everything will be okay. Like, just, we will find one, like it's not a big deal. And it's like, I really envy you because you're just so laid back. Like, how you're not stressed? And I'm like, I don't know. I know things will work out. And then, so she calls, right? She calls to her, she had just met before a woman in the bakery the day before. And it turns out that she is an English teacher. And she was an English, like she's English, but is a French teacher in France, right? Is an Oxford graduate, a French teacher on the end of the world in this little village in France. So they were super happy to meet each other, and Alice agreed to have French lessons. So she says, I need to call my French teacher. So she calls her French teacher. He says, sorry, I have to cancel the class, our first class, because we still didn't find a place to go. And I still have to, and I can't concentrate. I'm so stressed. And then the teacher says, well, wait a minute. I thought you already found something in the village. And she says, no, there's nothing on Airbnb. There's nothing on Booking. Like there's no place here to live. She's like, okay, I'll call you back in 5 minutes. So 5 minutes later, she calls us back, says, okay, so I have a friend who has like some keys to a house that the owner is living abroad for 6 months. And, she has half of the house, the part upstairs, it's her own home, but the downstairs is usually only for the family who sometimes comes to visit. So it's empty, there's no one there. If you would like, I can show it to you. And then she said that she's happy to rent you out for a few months until the summer when the family comes over. And it's like, okay. So it's like, come, we're going to meet at the corner. So we go, and then guess which is the house that's going to be shown to us? Yes, it's the house that I just said. Not even like, it wasn't even 2 weeks because altogether we were there for 3 weeks. So it was basically kind of 2 weeks before that I said, I can really see myself living there. And then we basically entered, and in that same day, we got the keys to that house, and the rent was even half of the price of the one that we have just left. And they didn't ask anything. They didn't ask any proof, any paper, anything. It's like, we like you, here's the keys, and stay for as long as you want. And we were like, wow, okay, like it was a beautiful house, 3 bedrooms, amazing. We loved it so much to live there. Now, this is an amazing story, and I love to remember it and share it with you because this is how we are doing it anyway. The problem which I recognized in many of my creations later and before, it was that if I am in need or in lack and I want to create something from there, that's never going to happen. So the secret ingredient is always, and it's that one sentence that I teach to my community and have been teaching last year a lot. And that is the sentence of, how fun would that be? Like, you are creating it. I even had like chills coming now. It's like you have to look at something, imagine yourself in that, or project yourself into that dream job, that house, that relationship, that healthy body, and really from the excitement, curiosity of having that experience, but without any needing, wanting, attachment, have to, must. None of that. Is like, how fun would that be? Like, how cool would that be? And even that, if that's about money, like, even if that's really millions, like you really want to be a millionaire, but you want to be a millionaire because your feeling about it is like, how fun would that be? Not because I want it, like because I am in lack, not because I really need it because they're going to kick me out from the house. It's just this feeling of like, oh, I would love it. Like, how exciting would that be? How fun would that be? And then projecting yourself in the reality of that already happening in that desired end, where that fun, you're already doing it in your imagination. Like, why would that be fun? What's fun about being a millionaire? So you maybe just want to tip someone in a restaurant with like, I don't know, $1,000, and see their excitement, see how grateful and happy they are for this amazing day, and just because it's just so fun and amazing experience for you to be able to be the conduit, the channel for that experience. That, of course, it's touching a lot of other lives, because you can do this for charities, you can do this for creating, I don't know, a healing center, creating a co-working, co-living experience, creating whatever you want to create. And when you project yourself in the excitement of how that would feel like for you to be a channel between heaven and earth, or between, like I would say, heaven and earth, so just it flowing through you without any attachment, without really like, I like this, I need this thing. Really, it is the secret ingredient to everything you desire, just by putting it out there, like easy, like think about this, easy like a feather. If your desire is not as light as a feather that you basically can put in your palm, and put that desire that, like, oh, this would be so much fun, you created it, and then you can just say, and it floats away. If it's not as light and as easy, you almost can say that it's going to either take a lot of time because you're attached, or it kind of never going to happen because you are so wanting it, so focusing it, that you're always in the creation of the gap of not being it here, because the need creates the focus on lack. But can you feel the difference? That your desire is like, I'm just already absolutely amazingly fine and okay and happy and whole and complete, or whatever, but it would be so fun. And then you're like, there you go. That's how your job is only to go with this. How fun would that be? And how fun would that be? And how fun would that be? Even, let's say, just one more thing, that it's, let's say we're talking about your body. Instead of being so focused on, I have this problem, and then I'm looking for a million different ways to fix this problem, I can guarantee you can never heal yourself, because it goes against how the universe works. Like, the more you are identifying, the more you are redefining yourself over and over again by having the problem and finding the solution, you are creating the experience and the reality of I am sick and I'm the person who's looking for solutions. So you're only going to keep looking for new solutions and new solutions and new solutions while you are creating and holding up the identity of being sick. Now, the way you want to shift out from there is that you come to a different reality, a different version of you, and say, it's okay. Like, this version of me is absolutely perfect, and it can experience whatever she or he wants to experience. But I, as awareness, I have the freedom to choose something else. So basically, how Bashar is always saying, this is not my preferred experience. And I, as awareness, can choose from all these different, well, they're not unlimited, but they are almost infinite different experiences that you can choose from. The way I would do this, and I've done it many times with many different physical illnesses and I would say imbalances. I've done it over and over again, even with chronic illness. So is that I said, I am so sick and tired of this. Like, I'm done. This is what I'm choosing. And the way you project is that you really think, how fun would that be if, like, say, for example, you have problems with your feet or your legs, and then it's like, how fun would that be to I don't know, something you really want to try, like, I don't know, riding a horse, and then it's like, I can't ride a horse. So but you like, how fun would that be to be able to ride a horse? And then you really project yourself in the feeling of being on the back of a horse and riding it on the beach. And then you feel the vapor, you feel the salt on your face, you know, the breeze of the beach and all these, you know, water that it's coming into your face, and then you are like this freedom, and then you feel the speed and you feel the connection you have with that horse. You feel like you are one, you feel like you are flying. Now, that's where you want to project yourself. All of a sudden, you are in a freaking different reality. You are out of, I am sick, I need to find a solution. I'm like, I am free and I'm living my freaking life. That's how you do projection. So I hope this was helpful for you. Let me know down below, comment, like, subscribe if you are new. I would love to see how this channel is growing, because I am so excited to bring to you everything I've learned in the last 20 years since I've been on my own journey of finding out who I am and how I work and how I create reality, and how can I help others do this and remember who they are, remember who you are, and how powerful of a creator you are, you've always been. But now you are coming to that experience of like, yeah, of course I am that, duh. So good to have you here. Thank you, dear creators, and see you soon.